What's up, y'all? I know this is my first YouTube video. Please give me some great constructive criticism in the comments.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Neah. This is one of my first YouTube videos. Tarot has been something I've been interested in since 16, since I was like 2015. Yeah, since I was like about 16 years old. Honestly, it's just about time to come out the spiritual closet and see if these messages resonate with you guys. Now, I'm not a tarot reader to go ahead and just sit back if you're being rude to me. If you do not believe in tarot, if you are not into spirituality, or if you, whatever, if you disagree with these types of practices or whatever you want to go ahead and call, I need you to go ahead and click off the video. Come at me correct, not come at you correct. Just, I have watched, a lot of tarot readers on YouTube. And y'all just be coming out muff. It's crazy. I'm not fucking. So we gonna send peace, love, and light your way, your direction. Let's go ahead and hop into this video. Number one, our pink candle. Our purple candle. Okay. So pile one or pile two. Go ahead and pick. And before I go ahead and start this reading, I'm gonna go ahead and do some burn some sage. Okay. God, thank you so much for bringing us here today. God, I just ask you that you allow these channel messages to go to appropriate people that they need to go ahead and go to, that these messages are received with clarity. All right, y'all. How one. For those of you who chose the pink candle, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Right up the bat, I'm hearing frustration. A lot of you guys might be dealing with a lot of frustration with your family, friends, shit, whoever, your boss, co-worker. Oh, okay, so we have King of Swords in reverse.
Real quick, I don't need nobody making in front of me. Yes, I was reading off of a book. Yes. Just flipping through the motherfucking pages.
Nice, sorry. So straight from looking at this, I can tell that you are a fierce, very fierce individual, and anything that you want to go ahead and get, you definitely go towards. You might be moving a little bit too fast. That might not resonate with all of you, but you might be just moving a little bit too fast. I feel like Spirit is just telling me to tell you to slow down. You're already going in the right direction. Save your energy, boo. That's what I hear. Oh yeah. So this card represents aggressiveness, out of control. Somebody can be trying to bully you, or you could be the one getting bullied. People may be trying to bully you. Okay. Of Swords always walked in a thin line between being extraordinary focused and a downright obsessive. So it is not surprising that he has lost control. Reversed, he has a forceful bully and know-it-all, lacking substance behind his words, and able to admit that his hastiness has let him stumble into something that he doesn't understand. He may try to swindle his way to success. To reflect off of that, say you should go ahead and just notice whenever you feel like you're moving too fast, doing too much. You need to go ahead and take time and see what happens when you become impatient. Do you make a lot of mistakes? Things not work out the way that you plan for them to be. Do you always find yourself taking shortcuts? Always. Sometimes we suffer more from not being patient and not actually taking out the time to know the small details rather than just go ahead and rushing into the wall. It's gonna take some time to be where you want to be, and that's okay. That's okay. So let's go ahead and draw our next card. So we have the Chariot. Oh, this is my card. This is my favorite card. The Chariot. Automatically, definitely badass. Power one, you're definitely a badass. You're just giving off this I'm ready to go energy. Oh, and I definitely tell right off the bat you are protected. Okay, on both sides. Okay, top down, right, left. Thing. Oh, and I see. I probably feel like that you just probably moved. You've left something that was very familiar to you. Wherever you're at, I feel like even though you probably don't feel like it. I feel like wherever you're currently at, whatever you move to, you're definitely in the right place. It is a place for you to embark on your spiritual journey, or it's definitely a place where you just need to be in life. Let's look up the Chariot. determination, focus, grit, motivation, trouble, and direction. At the core of the chariot card is grit, perseverance, and focus. The fool must now walk in the path that he has determined for himself. He has learned from the lovers that his two opposing natures, which now must work together to pull the chariot forward. The chariot must remain focused and take control of the situation, ensure that he reaches his goal. Okay, some action steps would be. Let's go back to the reflection. Who has strong intent and who has a lot of willpower. And whenever they have a goal in mind, it kind of seems to be difficult to reach and to deal with. I think this card is really asking you to call upon all the determination to see it through, to keep being determined. Sometimes your greatest victories are the ones that you work so hard for. But some actions I would say is definitely take next steps. Take the right next step. Okay, don't. If you're like me, I'm the type of person who just thinks about like this whole big ass plan. I think this is just honestly reminding me and everybody else to just make the right next step. That's all you have to do. Hold yourself accountable. Whether it's keeping a list of things that you do, just holding yourself accountable. Honestly, get you accountability partner. Definitely advice is prioritize what is most important, what needs your attention right now. Okay. Oops. Let's keep on moving. The four. Got the four in reverse. Okay, from straight off, that I feel like there has been probably a lot of people around you that feel like that you have this real naive energy. And I feel like that's because of people's lack of knowledge, lack of knowing how to walk in faith. That's just something that's off top. Anyway, we got the full in reverse. That represents unpreparedness, carelessness, and I'm kind of being reckless. Ooh, it might be a little bit immature, but that's okay, boo. That's okay. Okay. In reverse, the fool's enthusiasm and naiveness can become rash and hasty. She may also be blind to how her missteps may be affecting others, choosing not to see or accept the consequences of their actions. On the other hand, the reverse fool may signal hesitation and doubt. The fearlessness that is usually present in the fool is now absent. All that she sees are potentials for mistakes. So to reflect off that, whatever you're having a problem with in life, whether it's just relationships, trying to go ahead and go and create adventures, or just even trying to start a new career, these things can definitely be emotionally tiring. Don't just go ahead and first. This is just definitely giving you advice on looking at the bigger picture. Actions that I would definitely take is address your fears. Think about what is holding you back from taking the next big step in life and also just confront the own up. The best thing to do is when taking the first step is to know what you don't know. So it's honestly just figuring out what works for you and what does not work for you, honestly. All right. So we're gonna probably do one more card. Okay, page one. Page of Wands. This card definitely represents enthusiastic, energetic energy. Page of Wands is full of curiosity and excitement of life. Everything has potential. Each person, each thing, and each opportunity is a chance to explore something new, to learn, and to find adventure. She doesn't have a plan or an idea of where she is going, but the great unknown calls to her, and she's itching to know out there. She must follow the calling that pulls her towards new heights. So to reflect off that, if you definitely feel like something spirit is moving you to do something, follow that. That can go ahead and that can lead you to new experiences in life, which overall leads to a better life. Could be a good time to go ahead and take risks. Like we said, figuring out what works for you and what does not work for you. Action, we would say just experiment. Yes, experiment. Just experiment. Say yes to life. You may not even know if you like, let's say, skydiving unless you do it. You're not gonna know what you like unless you try it out. So for power one, I think your message really is try new things out. Don't stress yourself out. Know that you have this. Know that whatever that you want to do, you need to harness your energy and then go for it. Make a plan. Know what you can control and what you can control. Honestly, so that's your message. Let me know if that resonates with you guys. Okay, please do. Let me know in the comment section. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go ahead and go to pile two. Peace out, pile number one. What's up, pile number two? So we are going to go ahead and get into your reading. Pile two is for the people who chose the purple. Something's telling me to go ahead and pick this card. Oh, we have a moon. I definitely feel some type of receptive relationship going on here. It don't even have to be between you and somebody else. I feel like there's a receptive relationship maybe going on between yourself. I don't know. Let me know if that sounds right. If that resonates with you. Excuse me. Fantasy, habits, unconscious ways. So this card, it says the moon reflects on the surface of a lake, and the line between the reflection of what is real becomes blurred. Our instincts and feelings affect the way that we perceive the world. What we see around us mirrors our internal landscape. The moon represents the world of the internal, where our imagination thrives on our fantasies. Ooh. I feel like this is saying, look at the relationships that you have around you, how to, whether it's between yourself or your friends, people who are close to you. I feel like those things that there's been like a little nudge that you've been getting inside of you saying, hey, you need to do this. I feel like you really have not been doing it. So I feel like you've been getting this card because there's a lot of things that you have to change unconsciously in order to move on into the next level. Some action, exercise, and observe your fantasy. Just take some time to daydream and consider what you want in life. Just take some time. Like, be selfish real quick. Also, examine your moods. Examine how you feel. Examine how you feel when certain people talk to you. Examine how you feel when you do certain things. Examine how you feel when you eat certain things. I feel like this is just really just how to walk around noticing things, listening to yourself, just to sit here and move up to the next phase in life. Let's go ahead and pick another card out for you. Right off the bat, I hear that this could be making you feel a little insecure, not knowing what is unconsciously affecting you. You get what I'm saying? We have the Hermit. Right off the bat, we have a reserved energy. Someone who is trying to definitely get to know themselves, get to know the unconscious things that they are doing. Introspection. As a hermit, the fool tries to find the wellspring of wisdom that lies within the hermit. The hermit retreats into the darkness alone and unafraid. His lanterns shine light into the most uncomfortable of places, revealing secrets, hidden motivations, and unresolved fears. He knows that some answers come only when it's quiet. I'm like, I don't know how to read, but that's okay. A lot of you guys could be confused right now, like having a hard time doing things that are definitely simple. He knows that he knows some answers only come when there's quiet, when he has time to process the events of his journey so far. To reflect off this card, the hermit signals a time of inspection and solitude. Are you searching for answers within yourself? Your solitude is an attempt to cultivate an environment of stillness in which you can ultimately. The advice for this card is definitely go with the flow. Don't try to force yourself to do anything. Clear your mind so that you know that what you want and what you don't want. Honestly, that's what I have for that card. Let's go move on to the next card. We have Knave of Wands. Off the bat, I feel like you are definitely attractive. You can be somebody who has a neck tattoo or a tattoo on their hand. You can be somebody who has a lot of beauty marks as well. You might like the color red, who is cocky, who is volatile, and who is forceful. Like I said, you might be, before I even read this, you might be attractive. You might feel like on your high force right now. Spirit is definitely telling you to go ahead and calm down. I feel like this might be resonate with me just a little bit. I'm not cocky, but you know, sometimes you just be tired of people. You feel me? Making you feel like you ain't this, what you are. That card. The knight is a raging fire and reverse. He can become very wild. He is already temperamental and impatient in nature. So when he runs uncontrolled, he can be unpredictable and angry, making hasty decisions, creating in the process and ignoring consequences. He must make sure that he doesn't burn himself out and accidentally smothers himself in his own flame. This energy, Paul, to your energy is really just focus on what you're doing so you don't have to deal with the consequences. Stop ignoring your consequences. They're definitely going to catch up with you. You're not going to go ahead and make it to that new level in life, that whatever that new level looks like for you. If you're going to continue to be in this energy where you're not conscious of what you're doing, it's about that time to really into those child traumas and figure out why do you act certain ways? Why do you think right certain ways? Why do you feel certain ways when certain things happen? So honestly, one. So before we close this out, I want to thank you so much for watching my channel. Let me know if this resonates with you. Let's go ahead and put out an affirmation before we. Ooh, we have never again. We could have went through something very heavy, and you could just be working on making sure that experience never happens again. We have I am my own goals. I give myself life and I don't take myself, body, mind, or soul for granted. Love yourself, beauties, okay? Your girl Neah is peace out time. Let me know if this resonates with you again.